Most people assume that feeling mentally exhausted means they are working too hard. Too many hours, too many responsibilities, too many things to manage. But very often the real reason is something less obvious. Your brain isn't tired because of effort. It's tired because of constant decision-making. Modern life quietly demands hundreds of small decisions every single day. What to respond to first, what to prioritize, what to ignore, what deserves attention and what can wait. Individually, none of these decisions feel particularly heavy. They are small, ordinary moments of choice. But when they accumulate across an entire day, they begin to drain something deeper than physical energy. They drain clarity. Every decision requires your brain to evaluate options, weigh consequences, and predict outcomes. Even simple choices use mental resources. And unlike physical energy, this type of cognitive energy is difficult to notice disappearing. You only notice the result, the fog, the difficulty concentrating, the sense that even simple tasks feel heavier than they should. Many people interpret this feeling as laziness or lack of discipline. They assume they need more motivation, more willpower, more structure. But often the opposite is true. Your brain isn't struggling because you lack discipline. It's struggling because it has been forced to operate in a constant state of micro-decisions. Think about how many decisions appear before your day even properly begins. Notifications asking for attention, messages that expect replies, emails that require sorting, information streams that demand quick judgments about what matters and what doesn't. Your brain never fully settles. Instead of moving through tasks with focus, it keeps switching context. From one piece of information to the next, from one decision to another. Over time, this constant switching creates mental fatigue. The strange part is that nothing about your day necessarily looks extreme from the outside. You may not be working extraordinary hours. You may not be under obvious pressure. Yet internally, your attention has been fragmented into hundreds of tiny pieces. This is one reason why quiet moments can feel so relieving. Walking without a phone, sitting without stimulation, driving without notifications. Your brain finally stops choosing. For a few minutes, attention becomes simple again. What many people describe as clearing their mind is often just the absence of constant decision-making. The mind was never empty. It was simply overloaded. Understanding this changes how you approach productivity and rest. Instead of pushing yourself harder, you start protecting your attention. You simplify routines. You reduce unnecessary inputs. You allow parts of the day to operate automatically instead of evaluating every possible option. Paradoxically, this makes you more capable, not less. When the number of decisions decreases, clarity returns. Focus becomes easier. Energy lasts longer throughout the day. Your brain was never weak. It was simply overused in ways that previous generations rarely experienced. And once you realize that, the solution becomes less about pushing yourself further and more about creating space for your attention to recover. Sometimes the most productive thing you can do is reduce the number of decisions your brain is forced to make.